Good morning, everybody. Another beautiful spring May day. Alrighty, let's go have some fun. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Today I am in Mantua Township over in New Jersey, and I'm at the Ceres natural area, or Ceres Park. The plan for today is to check out a couple of little lakes that are here. A little interesting background for this place. This area was originally mined for something called marl, M-A-R-L, and it was a combination of limestone and clay, and it was used for fertilizer. And these mining operations took place in the 1800s and early 1900s, up until the point where they developed some better options for fertilizer. And so these mining pits, where they were collecting all this stuff, they just let fill with water, and they are now little lakes. One of the lakes is called Emerald Lake. I can't remember the name of the other one, but I plan on hiking around and checking out, the trails that go around these lakes, see what's there, see if there's any interesting wildflowers, any interesting wildlife, or just enjoy this beautiful nature trail. The trails here are kind of a typical South Jersey, kind of a mixture of sand and dirt. Anyway, let's quit blabbing and let's go see what we can find. Moving on. Right now the trail that I am following appears to be the Yellow Trail. I will say that there are a lot of trails going off in all different directions. They do seem to have some of the more common ones, I guess, marked or blazed, I guess you could say. There goes a squirrel right across the trail. Yeah, there's lots of squirrels back here. It's also quite buggy. Lots of bugs out. One of the reasons why I wanted to kind of do this trail in the spring, before all the mosquitoes and everything come out. Looks like I'm a little late because they're definitely out. I don't know if this is one of the name lakes or if this is just another vernal pool. Got some beautiful mountain laurel blooming. Yeah, as I look around, I see there's a lot of mountain laurel here, and it's starting to bloom, which is really cool. Take a little bit of a look and see if there's any critters in the water. Also going to take the opportunity to put on some bug spray. Forgot to bring the bug spray. I have some of these off deep woods wipes. Oh, I don't know about this. These things feel dried up. Got lots more sweet gum growing over here. Sure, there's a lot of it back here. And I've also seen a lot of red oak, small red oak leaves growing back here. Northern red oak, possibly. And down here we have some sassafras growing, and then right next to the sassafras is another red oak. But I think this is southern red oak. Yeah, quite a variety of tree species back here. There is a lot of air traffic noise. All the planes flying into Philadelphia. Up here on the right around the bend, I believe might be a great egret. I'm gonna try to photograph it from right here. He's pretty far back there. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, that was weird. He's standing on a log. And he caught himself a little fish. I'm gonna try to get closer. Look, Mommy, there's an airplane up in the sky. Cue the Pink Floyd. Alright, so that great egret, he's right over there. Got some pretty purple wildflowers right over there. But yeah, definitely some interesting things growing back here. Came across this little guy right here. Tiny little red cedar. Kind of interesting because I don't see any red cedars around. But yeah, he's a tiny little guy. That's pretty cool. couple of vultures laying in the tree over here. Those purple flowers, I think they're purple iris. I think they're called blue flags. My grandmother used to call them purple irises though. But I think they're known as blue flags. Yeah, there's a couple of vultures that landed in that tree up there. Yeah, they're turkey vultures. Our friend is still over in that tree over there. Alrighty, moving on from that little pond area. Yellow flags, yellow iris, frog. And there's some more of the yellow flag irises. It's so overgrown here, it's really hard to get down to the creek areas. This is like one of the open spots, but that's all mud and kind of like that clay mud mix. And I usually end up falling with that stuff. I don't feel like falling in this creek. Not pretty. Making our way through all this Japanese knotweed that is taking over the trail. We're gonna get muddy. Yeah, it's not that bad. Lots of honeysuckle back here, starting to flower. Following a little more of a pine trail now. Beautiful smell of the pines. Taking a little detour. This is part of the red trail. I think this will take me back to, or take me closer to one of the lakes. When I say lake, I think more of a pond. They're not that big. Got these awesome pitch pines back here. The bark on these things is awesome. It's like armor. It's so cool. Yeah, it's full of these pitch pines back here. And there's another one here. I love the bark on them. It's just has this like deep reddish brown color, and they just look like armor plates. Okay, so over here we have some tulip trees growing. Leaves are very identifiable. But what's cool about them is the way that as they're growing, you get these like spiral leaf patterns as the young leaves are starting to form, and before they kind of stem out, you know, they get these patterns that kind of go up and they're real tight and they kind of twirl around, but it creates a really unique pattern and it looks really cool. I don't know if you can see it on here, but you can see how this one is kind of forming here, but it's really unique, and I love the way that it looks. It looks really cool. Alrighty, so back there, this is the start of one of the lakes. This is Cedar Lake. But it's kind of cool. I mean, this area back here, not the best maintained, some of the trails, but it is amazing how much variety there is in all the different types of trees and just everything. You can see some of the beavers have been chewing some of the logs. Definitely not fresh. It's interesting, the lake has this interesting almost like jade color to it. Snapping turtle swimming by. Pretty cool. Popped his head up and took a look at me for a second. You don't belong here. Here's a view from the other side of the lake. Air quotes, lake. Alright, we're going to move on from here on to Emerald Lake, and we'll go check that one out. Moving on. Back out onto the trail. All right, we are approaching what I believe is Emerald Lake. There's a little bench over here. Maybe I'll sit down and take a break. Oh, yeah, there's like, so there's a log out there with about, 7 turtles on it. I'm gonna try to get a shot of it before I scare them off. There's another bench down there to the right. Continuing on the trail, heading around Emerald Lake. Come out to an opening. There's a little tributary to the right. And here is part of Emerald Lake. Turtles on the logs out here, and one he goes into the water. I can see beaver really took down this guy right here. Two turtles here that don't mind me being here. You got this guy over here, and then you have this guy over here. They're just watching me, but it's cool. I mean, you got turtles that are swimming all over the place, all different size turtles. I was kind of surprised. I really thought that there would be more birds back here, and there has not been. So Oh well. Moving on. Here's another side trail. It's going to lead down to the other side of the lake. Oh, the sun's starting to come out. Lots of road noise. I believe that's Route 55 over there. So that's a pretty busy highway. So that's one of the areas back there that we were filming earlier on the other side of the lake over there. The trail just kind of loops around the lake and then it's going to work its way back to where we parked at, which is where we're headed now. Cross another little tributary. And this is the other side of the lake once again. Pretty view from here. Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for joining me here at Ceres Nature Park and the cool little mine-filled lakes. Pretty cool little place. Some of the trails need a little maintenance, but overall it's actually really nice. Pretty cool place, definitely. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch everybody at the next video. Peace. Where did that hawk go? I saw him land somewhere. Oh well.